Hi. So now we're starting to make some good progress on our invasion of the future. And where we were in the previous lesson is we identified the actors and roles involved in trying to make our MVP real, as well as the features that they would need. And this basically gives us a inch deep, mile wide view of what it would take, what kind of solution space would be required to enable us to take this MVP out into the marketplace. But this is only inch deep, mile wide. So what now? Where should we start? And basically this means with which part of which feature should we start and why? So this is what we're going to look into now. And one way to think of this is, imagine we could paint by numbers. You know, in this thing where you can buy these paintings that are just having the painting already there, it's got the numbers, and then just add the colors. Well, that'd be nice. Now the issue is we're going to try and do this, but we don't have quite the numbers. You know, it's not quite laid out for us. But let's see how we can work together using our brains and our intelligence together to come up with a way to paint by numbers without numbers. Now the first thing to really take into account, a big determining factor is risk. Now how should we think about risk? What kind of risk are we talking about? And there are basically three kinds of risks to think about when one is dealing with this kind of MVP space, trying to take solutions to market. The first is what I call business risk. So this is not having necessarily to do with the solution itself, building the solution or creating the solution itself. It's more about, might we be having regulatory challenges if we do this? Might there be an issue with our regulator or compliance? So there's some risk in taking this product out to market or the solution out to market because it goes against the regulations. And don't laugh, because I've seen some companies build an entire solution and then take it into the marketplace only for the regulator to say, could you please shut that down? So the critical factor. Another aspect is perhaps cannibalization of existing revenue, or upsetting a certain channel. So let's say you've got a business that is currently going via sort of third parties or intermediaries or brokers, and now you're saying, let's go direct. Well, you may upset your entire current business going through the indirect channel. So one has to be quite careful in terms of thinking about business risk to existing operations. What issue might this provide for our current business? So there's a number of aspects to think about. It might also be something like, this product is maybe too complex for our existing sales force. And if we have quite a large sales force, how are we going to be able to sell this kind of solution effectively? It's quite a different thing we're trying to sell. Think Oracle moving from selling databases to selling ERP and CRM solutions. It's a very different ballgame. So there's some risk associated with being able to roll this out into the marketplace. Then there are two aspects, complexity and effort. So let me start by talking about effort, really. So let's say we're painting a fence. Part of the solution is painting a fence. And it takes us about, let's say, 1 hour to paint the first 3 meters of fence. Now, what would be the primary determinant about how long it's going to take to paint the rest of the fence? Yes, how long is the fence? So the solution is not difficult. We know exactly how to paint the fence. But the fence is 1,000 miles long. So it's just an enormous amount of effort, but we know exactly how to do it. The other potential element of risk is complexity. It's something that we've never done before. We don't know how to do it. Therefore, it's very difficult for us to even say how much effort it is, because we just don't know. It's like figuring out an algorithm or trying to do something that's never been done before, whatever that may be. So we're concerned about something because of its inherent complexity. So all three of these kind of factors are part of how risky we consider a certain part of our solution to be. So now I'm going to turn over to my trusty flip chart, and we're going to go into the next part.